Hi cuties. So I wasn't really planning on originally talking about this, but it's still such a huge topic in the gaming sphere, if you will, and I just wanted to be the final nail in the coffin because what the Ripper says goes. The PlayStation 5 Pro was announced a few days ago, and it's breaking records already, such as hitting the 100k dislike mark on YouTube and being the most expensive retail price console ever. Nah, I'm just fucking around. I want to be as fair as possible in this video and not just simply dunk on it like everyone else has. However, I'm gonna still get my licks in, don't you worry about that. For those of you living like Patrick Star under a rock and such, the PlayStation 5 Pro was announced to be $699.99 US buckarooskies, without a disc tray and without a vertical stand as well. I ain't gonna lie, the fact that they cheaped out on the vertical stand of all things is so fucking funny to me. Like, you can't do shit but laugh at the gallbladder they had for withholding that from a $700 purchase. Come on, bro. I am aware that the PlayStation 5 Slim didn't come with one either, but the Slim is supposed to be the console that cuts costs for them, I'm sure. Still dumb, nonetheless. But yeah, if you're like me and you buy a shit ton of physical media, at this point, you are shit out of luck. Because not only does the PlayStation 5 Pro not come with the disc tray, that hoe is sold out pretty much everywhere you look, and I believe it actually has been for some time now. Sony does this exact same shit with the stick modules on the DualSense Edge, where you can buy a replacement for those, and I think it's intentional to drive up demand, but all it does is drive up the amount of gears grinded in my soul, bitch. Let's say you get that PS5 Pro, and you buy that damn disc tray, you're still gonna have to, no matter what, as hard as you try to avoid it, connect to the internet to verify the disc tray, which almost defeats the entire purpose of buying physical media anyways. Let's say in the inevitable future they decide to shut down the process where they check your drive through the internet, that PlayStation 5 will be a fucking brick and it's entirely pointless simply because you will never be able to download anything or pop a disc in and get that platinum on NAC 2, bitch. And listen, to be fair, I know for a lot of you folks, you simply don't give a shit about this type of stuff, and you know what? Fair enough. Get your Fortnite grind in, king or queen. But me personally, Jak Da Ripper, I'm all about physical media preservation. I mean, I have hundreds of discs and cartridges because I love this gaming shit, okay? It means something to me. I bring it up as a big point because this might set a nasty precedent for the next generation of consoles as well. If the PS5 Pro sells gangbusters and the disc drive doesn't, Sony gonna see that and be like, oh, these motherfuckers ain't even want this shit, look. All I know is I'm never selling this big fat launch edition PS5. I will duct tape this shit back to life if I have to. It's never leaving me, okay? It just saddens me knowing that most of my PlayStation 5 library would not be playable if I didn't immediately buy a disc drive to go with the PS5 Pro. They're cutting out a huge player base and it simply makes no sense to me at all. Having to drop damn near $800 to play games with slightly better graphics is insane, but hey, 2024 y'all. I know a lot of people are making that PC argument like, oh, some graphics cards are more expensive, like go try to build a PC that's comparable at the same price point and the PS5 will still be more powerful, and I just hate this comparison wholeheartedly, y'all. I'll be honest. Are we really trying to compare a PC where you can play any fucking game ever, go do your taxes on it, jerk off to some Overwatch videos, to a slightly upgraded PlayStation 5? Like, come on, bro. What I will say though is, at the end of the day, you do not have to buy that damn PS5 Pro. My gripe mainly comes with the overall greediness of this whole fucking thing. I remember when the PS4 Pro dropped, it was a pretty substantial upgrade that, albeit, wasn't even necessary back then, but at least the price wasn't out of this world ridiculous without a disc tray, and the release of the Pro meant the base versions got a price cut, which is how it should be, dog. Let's put it like this. In 2013, a PS4 was $500. The Pro dropped in 2016 for $400, and they lowered the base PS4 to a super fair 300 schmeckles. I mean, wow, that wasn't that long ago, y'all, for real. I don't even want to get into that whole inflation thing with motherfuckers like Jeff Keighley saying shit like, oh, technically the PS3 is the most expensive console due to inflation. Yeah, sure, whatever. This is 2024, dog. And $800 for a Pro console with a disc tray is outrageous. I don't care how you slice it. I feel like if they wanted to be fair about this whole ordeal, they could have just lowered the base and slim PS5s to like at least $450 or really $400, then have a digital Pro at like $550 if you want to be greedy, and then $600 for a Pro with a disc tray. Is it that hard? I don't want to sit on this for too long because I want to get into the presentation itself now. It genuinely wasn't all bad, but of course I've got some gripes with it. Let's get into it. I felt it was still a bit underwhelming in the sense that Mark Cerny usually goes balls deep in more specific detail. Like, we only got 9 minutes here where he barely went into the changes. However, let's talk about what they are. We got an enlarged GPU with 67% more computing cores. Yeah, everybody totally knows what that means. Better ray tracing and something called Pisser, which is essentially some PlayStation AI upscaling. Sounds cool. My thing is, to a casual gamer, it's kind of just like, yep, this one runs better, who would have guessed it? And they proceeded to show that off by using games like Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us Part 2. Two PS4 games with PS5 upgrades, and it was the tiniest incremental differences. Like, come on, dog. I hate to be so damn cynical because they did show off Ratchet and Stank and Spider-Man 2, but dude, I genuinely could barely see the differences in those, and they had to zoom in far as fuck to really show anything, y'all. I just think it's really funny and sad at the same time because this does seem to be pretty incredible tech that'll eliminate the need for players to choose between a graphics or performance mode, which is a setting that was originally invented by the PS4 Pro, by the way, y'all. I've spoken about this before too, but it really feels like graphically we have hit the damn wall. I mean, I truly believe that a game like Resident Evil 2, for example, from 2019 is still some of the most beautiful shit I have ever laid my damn eyes on, and I also think they don't have to look too much better than that. This need to continuously chase better graphics is what leads to them only having PS4 games with PS5 upgrades to show off because it takes so damn long to cook up more beautiful games, dog. But yeah, I just think using PS4 games to show off a $700 mid-gen upgrade is a fucking hilarious way to really show what this generation is about to Sony. I'm honestly not even one of those people who do the whole, oh, PS5 has no games thing, but I mean, could you imagine the stark contrast in fan reception if they debuted an incredible sequence from, I don't know, a Last of Us Part 3 perhaps, or even GTA 6, and just really flexing the muscles of this newfound power in the PS5 Pro? GTA 6 will probably be 30 FPS on the base PS5 if I had to guess just going based off the trailer, and 60 FPS on the damn Pro. And I'm coming to terms with that because I don't let 30 FPS be an end-all be-all thing for me. Like, I played 30 FPS and lower games my entire life, but if they were to show that on this stream that the game runs at 60 FPS on the PS5 Pro, I think more people would have felt the need to cop this upgrade simply for that one game alone. But nope, more Spider-Man and Last of Us, please. This really fucking sucks, y'all. I hate to see this type of shit go down because Sony has just caught the fattest dub ever with the release of Astrobot, and now they're doing silly stuff like this. I mean, they are on a roller coaster ride right now of good and bad decisions. At the end of the day though, if you're excited for the Pro, more power to you for real. If you can afford it, be Sony's guest. I just wish they would stop leaning back into that launch PS3 era of cockiness simply because they're doing better than the competition as of right now. I mean, just recently, they're raising the prices of the base console in Japan, they're dropping dog shit games like Concord, taking forever to drop new first-party games in general, raising the price of the controllers by $5 just because. I'll end this off by saying the PlayStation 5 Pro is an enthusiast console, and I truly wish it was even slightly more affordable because I fuck with the station. However, I most likely will never purchase simply because I ride with my physicals, and unless they drop a version of it with a disc drive built in that doesn't require internet, I can't support that all digital future they want to suck you into. Because then they can really make the games whatever damn price they feel like, and I'm not down with that at all, y'all. But yeah, sorry for being the 10,000th person you heard complain about this today. The Ripper just had to get this off his chest, okay? But I'm really curious to gauge how you guys are feeling about this though. Am I being dramatic as hell? Are y'all pre-ordering this shit as soon as possible? Or do you think PlayStation's gotta chill the fuck out? I really want to speak with you cuties about it, so drop a comment perhaps. By the way, thank you guys for 740 subs and the love on my Astrobot video. You guys are the fucking best, okay? That's all I got for you though. Drop a PS5 Super Slim on the like button, perhaps an Astrobot on the subscribe, and I love you guys. Bye!